Hello fellow traders, this is Paul Lummel. Got a new stock here. We've actually had this in the pond before, but a very clean setup on it. Looks very strong. The stock is SERV 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 Robotics. But first, before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Really helps us reach more traders like you and keeps you updated on our latest trading. Now this pattern is called a Deuterium pattern just because of the rarity of it. When you have a strong cycle set up in the 3 to 5 month area, the TM2 or 3 cycle near the left cup pivot, the U pivot, and it gets up very close to 85 to 95% of that in that cycle area, especially after a big strong gain, called a Deuterium pattern. Very strong and not very common when you have these type of setups. Now mainly because you have such a huge gain over here. It's like a 12 BMI run off the left cup, and it very quickly gets back up to that high. So very strong overall. Now we're basically just playing the TSS and the pullback. Now we get a breakout of a TD4 cycle here, and the looks to be about the 17 to 23. Let's see here. Yeah, 17 to 23 cycle. That's a TD6 cycle. That's the one we'll probably get out of this cup with a few days back inside of that possibly. Now, as far as the cup cycle breakdown, you get the TM1, the 1.5 month cycle, the first line. TM2, the 3.5 month cycle. And the TM3, the 5 to 7 month cycle. And you can see how these psychological price points, these PPP zones, act as great support and resistance. Right here was a resistance, a $25 PPP. And you get back in the cup, the 750 floor was a good support zone, and bounced off of that. $10 PPP just pretty much went through that and held above it. So you got the pullback here, basically a little bit above the $15 PPP. And so the next one we got here is a $20 psychological price point. We're penetrating that. So my thinking is we get another day or two up, possibly retest back into that $20 psychological price point. So it looks pretty good in the PPC zone so far. We'll have to see how it unfolds over the next few days. If you're unfamiliar with any of the trading terms I'm using, you can find our club lingo at bighunatradingclub.club/lingo. Now, as far as price targets on it, you can draw a trend line across the original IPO peak, this right here. Now, if you look at the BMI on the left-hand side of this, this is suggesting potentially a couple $100 on. I just don't see that happening. The fundamentals on this would have to be off the chart, and I doubt they're there yet. It might be a few years down the road, but you never know. Sometimes these things can surprise you. But if you just look at the breakout BMI from here, the base breakout $5 to $25, that would be about 400%. 400% times 24 bucks, about 125 bucks. You never know. These things can go fast, especially when they get past that overhead supply zone. So I would just basically look for, as far as exit strategies, I'd look for 2 strong waves and see how it's moving. If it moves like this over here, I'd look for 2 strong waves. If it moves more conservatively, it may be 2, 3, 4 months on that, and then a pullback, and then potentially a longer term cycle, 5 to 7 month cycle. But I don't know that this is that kind of stock. This just seems like it's so fast when it breaks out and flames out fast. So as far as a reasonable price target, I would suspect at least a double or triple out of the breakout over here. I would take it to 50 to 75 bucks or so. So keep an eye on it. Again, just watch the price action day to day. If it gets overheated, 2 waves will oftentimes top it, and you see right here, 2 waves here. It was actually 1, 2, about 3 waves here. And that was a good 200% gain inside the cup. So really strong chart, and I would not be surprised at least a double or triple on a breakout on it. If you're interested in our trading style, want to join the club or get one-on-one coaching, head over to cycletradingtrading.com. Hope you enjoyed the video.